Life is getting more and more dangerous. You constantly calling us far right, which is what you did during the mayoralty, which is what you've done before. That doesn't help the situation.
Susan Hall just confronted Sadiq Khan in the London Assembly. And you are not going to believe how explosive the moment was. This wasn't one of those polite, procedural exchanges we're used to. No, the room shifted the second she opened her mouth. The atmosphere snapped. Every person watching leaned in, because something big was happening right there, live. And it all began with 3 words: enough is enough. Hall didn't warm up. She didn't ease her way in. She came ready. You could hear it in her tone, see it in her stance, feel it in the silence that took over the room. Let's break this down, because this moment says everything about the political climate in London right now. 4 months. Frustration has been building. Complaints about safety, transport chaos, communities feeling ignored. Meanwhile, Sadiq Khan has been trying to defend his decisions, insisting that things are improving, that criticism is exaggerated, that London is on the right track. But today, the Assembly's patient snap. Susan Hall looked him straight in the eye and voiced what thousands of Londoners have been whispering on buses, in shops, at work, at home. People are tired. They feel dismissed. They feel unheard. Her voice wasn't angry. It was controlled, firm, almost like someone who had avoided this moment for too long but finally decided to speak. Khan listened with a tight expression, clearly bracing for the challenge, but Hall kept going. She described the daily reality Londoners say they face: unreliable transport, rising fears about safety, and decisions made without genuine public input. Then came the line that electrified the chamber: Londoners don't want excuses anymore, Mayor. They want answers. Within minutes of the clip hitting social media, reactions poured in. Finally, someone said it to his face. This is what accountability looks like. Imagine if every Assembly session had this level of honesty. Even journalists watching were stunned. One political correspondent tweeted, "This is the most direct challenge to the mayor we've seen in months." And that's exactly why the moment hit so hard. No shouting, no personal attacks, no chaos, just clarity to political forces colliding in real time, each trying to prove they're the one hearing the public. To understand the impact, you have to look at the months leading up to this: transport breakdowns, safety concerns, rising costs, local businesses struggling, endless back and forth without visible change. People are fed up. And today, that frustration walked straight into the chamber. Hall wasn't speaking like a critic. She was speaking like a messenger, channeling the voice of a city that wants stability, transparency, and leadership that matches reality on the ground. Khan pushed back, insisting reforms are underway and progress takes time. But viewers couldn't ignore the tension, to completely different versions of London clashing in front of the cameras. One Assembly insider told a reporter afterward, "You could feel the tension. It wasn't personal. It was a clash of realities." Another said, "This is what happens when public frustration spills into the chamber." And they're right, because today didn't feel political. It felt real, raw, unfiltered. The kind of accountability people keep saying is missing from modern politics. Outside the chamber, social media exploded. Clips hit TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. People arguing, debating, analyzing. Is she right? Is he doing enough? Why are these problems still happening? What changes now? One comment summed it up perfectly: "I don't care about politics. I just want the city to work again." That's the heart of it. People don't want speeches or polished lines. They want results. And for a moment today, the Assembly felt like a place where real issues were finally being confronted. So what now? That's the question everyone's asking. Because this wasn't just a heated exchange. It was a warning shot. A sign that London's patience is thinning. A sign that pressure inside the Assembly is reaching a breaking point. Will this change anything? Will policies shift? Will public concerns be addressed more directly? Or was this simply the first time someone dared to say publicly what Londoners have been whispering privately? All eyes are now on the next Assembly sessions. Every statement, every response, Every shift in tone will be watched closely, because once someone says enough is enough, there's no going back. This moment wasn't the end of the story. It was the beginning of one London has been waiting to hear.